on.
What's going on, Full Heel Podcast? I'm your host, Donkeytron, Rafael Chaidez, whatever. I'm joined today, the return of the jobber.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Mainly ladies. But it's probably just dudes that are listening, but
Whatever.
yeah. Ladies.
Like Val Venus back in the day.
Yeah, hello, ladies.
Man, they couldn't do that. They can't do that now.
No, they can't choppy his penis anymore.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
They were making fun of the whole Lorena Bobbitt shit going on.
Yeah, he had stolen I forgot who, Mr. Fuji's or someone's wife.
Yeah, or girlfriend. Yeah, it was a wife,
Someone's girlfriend or wife. But they had captured Val Venus. And they were going to chop his dick off.
Damn, that's crazy.
With the samurai sword. But the lights went out and he got away somehow.
The crap they got away with back in the day, man.
Yeah, they can't do that shit anymore.
It's crazy.
PG, they're getting paid big bucks nowadays, that's why. So they gotta...
Imagine how many emails, letters, everything would be ridiculous right now if they did. And if they try to do any of that stuff,
Yeah.
they have to make it more legitimate.
You know they're going to be on Fox, right?
Wow.
They made a deal with Fox starting in, I think, 2019, I believe. Or I forget when the contract actually starts.
Uh-huh.
And this one expires. But their next contract is going to be on Fox.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they're
SmackDown. I think only SmackDown is going to be.
Okay.
I think
like on Tuesday nights?
Fridays.
Fridays?
Yeah. It's going to move to Friday nights.
Friday nights.
And Raw will stay Mondays. And I think it'll stay on USA.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's a network move to move SmackDown to Friday to kind of... You have 3 hours of Raw on Monday.
Yeah.
And then you have to get people back for another 2 hours.
On the next day? That's
Yeah, the
5
next
hours
day.
of your life.
Yeah, that's 5 hours and 2 days of wrestling.
Within 48 hours.
Yeah, within 48 hours. So I think on the network's part, it's smart. I wonder how fans are going to take it.
Mm-hmm.
I have DVR now. I haven't had it in a while. I know everyone has it. I know I'm super late to the game with DVR.
Oh, yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so I watch SmackDown at my leisure. I watch Raws on Monday. It's just, I record on Tuesdays, either with Jeff or me. Sometimes I just record for me.
Yeah.
And Jeff. So I can't catch SmackDown. So I have to DVR it, and well, now it's on Fridays. I usually don't do anything Fridays. I'll record Talk Is Deep, so I'll still have to DVR it, but I'll just watch it after.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have the weekend to catch up on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, that's how it's going to be. I should have looked it up, but I didn't know I was going to talk about it. But yeah.
That's not bad, though.
Yeah, SmackDown's moving to...
that means, because right now SmackDown's on USA, which means it's not going to be on mainstream. If people don't have cable, it's going to be able to watch it now. So and Fridays, yeah, that's true.
I didn't put on any... Well, I have all the Fox channels. I wonder what channel it's going to land on.
Gotcha.
Because...
It's not going to be regular.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like how UFC was on Fox. Because you have and then you have Fight Pass. You have Fight Pass prelims on there, so you got like 3 or 4 fights.
Gotcha.
Then you have to switch to whatever fucking channel they want to put it on. And it's like FS1.
Yeah.
And then if there's something important on FS1, they're like, we'll throw on FS2.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like, hey, this card's big enough, we're throwing it on Fox at an earlier time.
Oh shit.
So ESPN, I think, is going to regulate a lot more of that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like
They're going to be a lot more professional about it. They are a sports channel.
Dude, like how Friday night fights are always on ESPN. You
Yep.
always know on Friday nights there's gonna be fucking boxing.
Friday night fights.
Yeah, exactly. They're just gonna do that, and they're just gonna pick. They're gonna have to do Saturday. Maybe the weekend for ESPN. I don't know, because what if there's like basketball playoffs or something? They might have to do it in the middle of the week. maybe.
A lot of the stuff is gonna be on Plus as well, but like fight cards, the Saturday cards, I think are gonna be on Saturday.
Right, they would have to.
Yeah, the Contender Series. I wonder where that's gonna.
Or like an ESPN too. They have a lot of,
yeah.
oh, have you seen?
I'm gonna have to get Plus. You have Plus, right? How good is it?
What?
ESPN Plus. You pay the what is it? $3.99.
The regular for ESPN 1 and 2. I don't get ESPN Plus. I don't get ESPN Plus.
You don't pay for that? I thought you used to pay for that.
No,
the app?
I just for the app. No, you just get it with the regular subscription.
Oh, okay. That's how you were able to sign on.
Yeah, but at the same time, depending on what you have on your subscription, is what you get access to. So I was able to get just ESPN 1 and 2 on my phone. I don't know about the Plus one.
I'm eventually gonna have to get the Plus.
Yeah, because it's gonna be on there, the UFC.
Yeah, and I don't know what the hell's going on with Fight Pass. I don't know if there's.
You can still fucking watch it on the streaming websites, though, man.
It's gonna be like $5, dude. It's not even gonna be a lot.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and I'd rather not have any interruptions and then looking for links and the links cutting out and shit.
Man, but then at the same time, you can't depend on fucking UFC for the remember the McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yeah, which I got stiffed on and I never got my money back.
Assholes, man.
I don't think I'm ever getting my money back on that. I've gone through every recourse I could, and there's just nothing.
That's fucking.
God damn it, I hate it.
At least we know never to fucking order through them ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
We learned our lesson.
Or a stupid, ridiculous fight like that. An MMA fighter versus a boxer. Look, we should have just fucking streamed it. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you hit me up about the McGregor fight.
Oh, yeah, against...
So, I want a podcast for that. So, it's not going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
At the most, I want to have 5 people here.
For the
so,
Khabib fight?
yeah, for the McGregor-Khabib fight. So, you're one of them. And we'll see.
Whoever else joins.
Yep, whoever else joins. I hope you guys are listening to this. Because I don't think I'm going to make an announcement. I'm just going to... Well, the announcement's here. This is where... I'll probably make an announcement.
Or just send them a message.
No, they're all going to message me.
Like when it comes up right before?
Yeah.
Or when is it? October?
Like, it's 2 weeks away. It's 10 days away.
Damn.
It's literally 10 days away.
Damn.
The Conor Khabib fight is 10 days away. So... I know these fucking cocksuckers don't listen to this. So I'm probably going to have to hit them up, but we should get some food. You were saying pizza and poppers, but that's why I told you to hold off, because I know people are going to hit me up, and that's why I've been thinking about it. I'm like, should I put a TV outside and have it outside and have a lot of people here?
Oh, man, just have it chill, dude.
Yeah, like I rather have a podcast and get back to what I was having to. Even if I have 5 people here, I can have them rotate off of the mic.
Not even rotate, just have like a couple 5 people, yeah.
And I can actually move this one over there.
Oh, the other table?
Yeah, and it'll be a lot more open area.
Then do it.
Yeah, so I can have a fight companion for that. So that's what I was thinking about doing.
Have all of us chip in for the pay-per-view and the food?
Yeah. The pay-per-view shouldn't be more... It shouldn't be the $100. It should be $60. Okay. Like a regular UFC pay-per-view. I think it's $70 actually now.
Damn,
they've risen the price. It's $65.99 plus tax and everything. But it's like $69.
5 of us, including you or without you?
I don't know. I need to see how many people... Because I kind of... With getting rid of some stuff and just getting bookcases, I've made a lot more room now. Mm-hmm. And like getting rid of desks and shit in here. I could just move this one along over there and put chairs in here, and I could have like a good amount of people in here. And still fight companion.
Yeah, that's true.
And just have certain people on the mics, and just you're not on the mics, just don't talk a lot. You can talk, but just don't talk a lot.
Yeah. That's true, man.
I'm still thinking about it. Because...
What's Driz gonna do for it?
I think he's gonna go somewhere.
He's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, with his friends. His friends. Like, if not, he'll probably have something down there. Mm-hmm. That's a big fight.
Yeah. Who else is on the card? Can you mind pulling up the card? But yeah, man, it's gonna be a badass fight. Who do you got for that one?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
It's a coin flip for me.
My MMA knowledge says you have to go with Khabib, but the Mystic Mac and This Is Fighting and
The confidence in
it's
him.
Conor McGregor, and I've gone against him before, and he's put people out with one hand in 13 seconds. It's just,
But man, Khabib fucking wrestled bears. If he gets him on the floor,
that's the thing. I think Conor could withstand that, man, and if he could withstand it enough times and keep getting up, that left hand's a lot more.
oh, lethal, yeah.
A lot more percentage-wise to land, and if he can land it earlier, like I'm saying, if he can stuff some takedowns early, get up early, and land it a lot more, does Khabib really have the chin to withstand a bunch of those? So it's Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor for the lightweight championship. Tony Ferguson versus Anthony Pettis.
I got Tony for that one. This is his first fight back, right?
All right, dude. I love Anthony Pettis, but he's going to kick the shit out of him. Tony Ferguson's going to kick the shit out of Pettis. OSP versus Dominic Reyes. Ooh, 9-0 Dominic Reyes.
Damn.
Versus Owen St. Preux. Owen St. Preux has up and downs, man. Sometimes when I think he's going to win, he loses. And when I think he's going to lose, he wins.
He might do that choke.
He's always doing the Von Flue choke.
Yeah. Watch him get it.
Yeah, he's the only one.
He's done that a lot.
Yeah.
Look
3 times in the
know
UFC.
what we're talking about.
Derek Lewis versus Alexander Volkoff. Michelle Waterson versus Felice Herrig. I don't know why it's not showing more. I'm really going to bring up the actual whole card.
But
This fucking mosquito's fucking with me, dude.
what do you have? Oh, because you have the top of the window open over there. That's why. You need to put a fucking screen or something. What was I going to say? Who do you got for the Derek Lewis fight?
Versus Volkov?
Yeah.
That one's tough, man. Volkov isn't a joke, and he showed it. I want Derek Lewis to win, and it depends on how Derek Lewis comes in, too.
Sure.
Derek Lewis
He can be focused or just the playful.
Sometimes he comes in and his back is fucked up. And it's like, well, what the hell's going on here now? It's all out the window. As soon as his back's fucked up, it's all out the window. But, man, I'd take Derek Lewis by knockout. A healthy Derek Lewis.
Yeah. What's Volkov's record?
29-6.
Okay.
20-5 for Derek Lewis.
Okay.
Yeah. Michelle Waterson, Felice Herrig. Should be a good fight. The women's division. Sean O'Malley versus Quiñones.
I want O'Malley to win.
Yeah, O'Malley's. So this is why I'm scared. This is a really tough fight for a very young guy.
Can you pull up their sets?
Yeah. So Quiñones, super tough. Like, that guy's a warrior, a Mexican warrior.
Yeah.
He will take a fucking beating to try to get you out of there. And O'Malley, O'Malley isn't a knockout guy. Like, he puts it on you.
Yeah.
He pitter-patters you all day, and he'll point you the fuck out. And he'll beat you the fuck up. And he might knock you out with a volume of punches and shit like that. But, like I said, Quiñones is the kind of guy not to get knocked out easily. So
that is going to be a good fight.
That's going to be an awesome fight.
Oh, that's the main event for the prelims too, right?
Yeah.
What's the fight before that one? Pettis Jr. or Anthony Pettis' younger brother against who?
Yeah, Sergio Pettis versus Jussier Formiga, and this is a scary fight in my opinion for Sergio Pettis.
I think I remember a knockout that Formiga got.
Yeah, Formiga's really good in both areas because they're scared as hell of his jiu-jitsu.
Oh, of his jiu-jitsu. I swear to God, I seen him knock somebody out.
Let's see. Let's look at his record real quick. He's
Oh, they got it different than what it used to be. It's white in the background. It used to be like a dark color. No, just keep scrolling down. It was there. Keep going scrolling down. Right
it gives his UFC record, but I don't know why it doesn't give his full record. That's why. So he's won his last 2. He lost to Ray Borg, 3-round decision back in March 2017. Beat Dustin Ortiz before that. Lost to Henry Cejudo. So he's only lost to top level Joseph Benavidez, John Dodson. So he's only lost to the top of the top in the division. And he's trying to make his way up there again. So I think he could pass Sergio Sergio Pettis ain't no joke, though.
He's ranked number 2. I fucking didn't know that in the division.
Pettis?
Yeah.
God damn, yeah. He's high up there. Vicente Luque versus Jalene Turno? Turno? The Tarantula? I don't know who that guy is.
I don't
6
know
and 3.
either.
Vicente Luque is tough. He's a tough motherfucker. And I've been keeping my eye on him. Last fight won by KO. Fight before that, round by second round decision.
Okay.
Against tough competition. Chad Laprise and Nico Price were his last 2 wins. He lost to Leon Edwards before that, but Leon Edwards, I think, beat Cowboy. Do you remember that fight? Was it Cowboy? Leon Edwards recently fought Cowboy. If I'm not mistaken.
Cerrone or the other Cowboy?
Cerrone. And he beat him. Yeah, that was his last fight. He beat Cerrone.
Okay.
And that's who Luque lost to, so, tough competition. But I like Luque. Actually, Turno, I don't know him. He's from the Contender Series.
I don't remember.
He's from Dana White's Contender Series.
Okay.
That's why I don't know who he is. That's a tough opponent in Luque that they're throwing at him. Then we have Aspen Ladd versus Evinger. Should be a good fight. Landsberg versus Kunsen Kaya. Kunsen Kaya is a girl that fought Cyborg.
Okay.
I think it was.
Is that Greg Maynard fighting too?
Yeah, right. Holtzman, Patrick, and then Maynard versus Lentz. That's a fucking tough fight for Maynard. And then LaFleur and Martin.
I haven't seen click on the Maynard fight. I want to see the stats. What happened?
Trying to look for the controller. Can you turn off the TV? I don't want it just to be blue.
Yeah.
Man, Maynard's still in there, isn't he?
I haven't seen him fighting forever, man.
He doesn't want to stop.
He's like a small version of what the fuck is his name? Oh, heavyweight.
He's 2-2 in his last 4.
2-2.
And before that, he lost 4 in a row.
Damn, and they didn't fucking get rid of him?
Yeah.
Usually it's 3 in a row and they get rid of you.
But it's Gray Maynard, though.
Yeah.
God damn. We'll see, man. He's old, dude.
How old is he?
And he's tough. He's 39, but
damn.
and he's a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And his fighting style isn't a favorable longevity of a career style. It doesn't.
Hell no.
So
he's like Gaethje. He's an old Gaethje, but Gaethje's way better though.
Yeah.
But the fighting style
Uh-huh.
It's the same thing. They just fucking march in there and just fucking bang.
So you watched the press conference, right?
Which one?
The McGregor.
I seen parts of it, just parts of it.
Not a lot of it?
No, I didn't see the whole thing.
Do you think, yeah, I saw the whole thing. Do you think McGregor got in his head?
He gets into everybody's head.
That's what everyone's asking. Do you think he got into Khabib's head? Do you think he got into Khabib's head?
Maybe a little bit, yeah, because it's McGregor. He's a good shit talker. But at the same time, Khabib is disciplined enough not to fucking run out like Jose Aldo did, like a fucking idiot. I see that. He knows what Conor McGregor can do, and he knows he can't fucking go in there fighting on feelings. He needs to stick to the game plan and probably just take them down and fucking wear them the fuck out. I think that's what he's going to try to do.
Who do you got?
Because of the way Nate Diaz was able to beat McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that was the right Diaz brother, right?
Nate Diaz, yeah.
Yeah. I think Khabib has a chance as well to beat McGregor. What's Khabib's record?
Khabib is 26-0. He's undefeated.
All right. And McGregor's is what in one?
No, he's lost
Couple, right?
like 3 times.
Let's see. Before he got to the UFC, right?
He lost a couple times before he got to the UFC. He's 21-3.
21-3.
21-3. He lost to Nate.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that, I forgot who he lost to. I don't think it was
some like
UFC.
regular guy.
Oh, Joe Duffy.
There you go.
But that was outside of the UFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he lost to somebody else, but that was it. And it was
Yeah.
by submission, I believe.
But he's been a crazy, like, other than the Nate Diaz fight, he's been on a crazy win streak. But just because he's lost in the past, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But he still makes people that much more better, though, when they lose. I see Khabib has a chance to beat him. And Khabib's a fucking monster, though, too, man. But the one, like, always, McGregor has that fucking left hand, right?
Yeah.
And when it catches you, it's over with, man. And because the way... It's like a flip-flop for me, but I'm going with Khabib on it, you know?
You want Khabib?
Yeah, I'm going with Khabib, but... Again, I can see why McGregor could win as well. And I'm about to tell you why. Because the way Michael Johnson was landing on Khabib... It's McGregor...
I'm gonna sleep this fool!
The fuck? That shit was loud as fuck. What was that? A sound clip of what?
I'm gonna sleep this fool.
But yeah, because the way Johnson was connecting on Khabib, I can see McGregor doing the same thing, but not getting the fuck out.
I am boxing!
I am what?
I am boxing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I
who do you got and why? And
I want to go with Conor.
Uh-huh.
But it's gonna be a tough one. My MMA knowledge says Khabib, just because he is the better wrestler, and we have seen Conor getting taken down and controlled, especially by Nate. And that isn't a wrestler; he's a Brazilian
Jiu-Jitsu guy. I was about to say, when was the last time that happened? When he fought Nate, and that's when the last time he lost.
And like, oh well, he was tired. Oh well, he got hit. It's like, well,
who's got really...
This is a 5-rounder. It's like, don't you think Khabib's gonna get him tired at all? It's like, well, he addressed the problem. Well, that's what I'm scared of. Is the problem of the cardio addressed?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have the tank for a 5-rounder with Khabib trying to maul him and take him down all 5 rounds? That's what Khabib's gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Does he have the energy to stop that, stuff that, and knock out Khabib? Are those problems addressed? And that's where I'm scared of. Because if he has the cardio and he can keep getting up, then he's gonna hit Khabib. It's like
he's gonna land.
Yeah, it's like I don't think Khabib goes in there in the first 13 seconds and gets knocked out. It could happen, yes, of course it could happen, but I don't think it does. I think Khabib's smarter than that. I think he's a lot smarter than that.
Right? He's not gonna come out and rush him like fucking Aldo did.
And yeah, Nate did get him down because he was hurt, but Nate isn't a wrestler. Nate kept him down though. As soon as
Khabib keeping you down, man.
As soon as he got him down, he kept him down, and then he was just beating him like nasty.
He was
nasty shots.
But at the same time, I can see McGregor working on his takedown defense. How ridiculous.
Well, that's what has been like. No matter what, that's what he's been doing.
He's smart, man.
Yeah,
he's not a fucking idiot.
Yeah. It's just how much has he done?
I don't think you can prepare for the way Khabib is gonna. No. You can attempt to prepare.
You can get better, but you're not gonna get better than him, no matter what. But the only thing you can do is get better in that area and focus in on your strength.
Yeah.
So all he can focus in on is landing that left, getting better at it, but also working his grappling, also working his takedown defense, and that's what I think that's what he's been shown.
He's gonna get him down.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. He's not gonna.
Like.
But, it's gonna be a good ass fight, man.
Which leads me into the thing. Did you hear what Nate and Poirier are doing?
Yeah, the 165 belt.
Yeah, so they're using UFC Tactics on the UFC. So the UFC always announces fights.
Mm.
And they don't. The fights aren't signed. The fighters don't even know about it.
Yeah.
And then the fighters are kind of put into a corner by the fans, and they get called chicken or saying that they're ducking the fights. Mm. So they don't want that kind of
backlash.
That kind of backlash or that kind of shit thrown on them, because we're in the social media and the entertainment age.
They find out so much information quick.
So they're kind of pressured into taking the fights. Mm. So Nate and Poirier put it out there. They put.
That they're fighting.
I'm glad to be part of history.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot to the UFC
and
for
Dana White,
Dana White for the 165-pound title at MSG.
Yeah.
At the card that has no
Main
event, which solves the UFC's problem, which gives them a belt that is much needed in that division.
Dude, remember Joe Rogan said a long time ago, they need more belts, they need more weight classes, man. People are fucking almost dying for the fucking weight cuts, man, in all the divisions. They have to.
Yeah, so
every 10 pounds, every 15 pounds.
So I wonder if that happens, what happens with Woodley? Because then Woodley's division would be 175. Or would it be 165?
No.
He's 170.
Oh, he's 170?
Yeah.
Then it's going to stay 170.
No, if there's a 165, it's either going to be, that division either becomes 175 or he becomes a 165-pound champion. Either one.
Woodley, though?
Yeah.
How if these guys are fighting for the 165?
Then he would be the 175-pound champion.
Okay.
Then that division would just move it to 175. And then we already have... It already moves up to 185 incrementally by itself.
So every 10 pounds? Maybe?
Well, no, it already does that. If you add 165 and move Woodley to 175, the next weight division already is 185, and then there is no 195, so that doesn't even matter.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. I would hope that's how they do it. It makes perfect sense. Well, we gotta find out and see then. But I think that would make the most logical sense is to move that Willie's division to 175. He's not gonna care about 5 pounds. Hell no, enjoy it, man.
Yeah, so I don't think the UFC is gonna do
it. So from there,
though,
what's gonna be dope is that how many people are gonna choose from the 170 division to move up to the 175 or go down to the 165. That'll be cool.
Well, that's exactly the problem that these guys have in that weight area.
At the same time, because it's only a 10-pound difference, they can lose the weight or gain it easily. It's only 10 pounds.
And it gives so much more breathing room. Like it gives
so much more fights.
It gives so much more fights, so much more breathing room for 155.
Dude, we should pull up the two divisions right now.
I can bring up the rankings right now.
Not the rankings, but the division, the 160 or 160.
Well, I'll bring up the divisions because it's the top 15 for the ranks.
But yeah, who do you got for that fight?
Which one?
The Poirier.
Dude, that one's a good fight, man, because they're both really good boxers, and then you have Nate with the better jits. I would say the better all-around striker would be Poirier, but
Poirier better striker than Diaz.
Because I think he has better kicks.
Okay.
I think he can incorporate kicks, and Nate has really, really good boxing. So does Poirier, but then you start throwing in kicks, you're gonna fuck up Nate's legs, and he's not gonna have the same movement, and then he's fucked. You get me?
Yeah.
The floor, I give the floor to Nate. He's got phenomenal jits.
Hell yeah.
I just don't know how it gets there. Besides him hurting Poirier, and I'd probably give the power to Poirier. Not probably, I'd give the power to Poirier.
Power to Poirier.
So that's gonna be a good fight. They're both gonna beat the shit out of each other on the feet, though. I think. So let's see. Lightweight is Conor's division. 155, and then welterweight is 170. Woodley's champion there. Khabib's champion at 170 or 155.
Wait, which one am I looking at again?
These two over here.
All right, lightweight, welterweight. All right, this is the cameras right there. All right, let's see. Top 15. I'm gonna just look at the top 10 for each division. Yeah, man, everybody gets to fucking jump wherever they want. Who didn't?
Well, Dos Anjos
Wonder Boy call out Robbie Lawler too.
Yeah, so Dos Anjos has already jumped from 155 to 170. That 165-pound division is perfect for him.
Yeah.
Let's see who else has jumped. Colby Covington, I think he's better suited at 165, and we're gonna see that when he faces Woodley. Let's see. Damian Maia is huge.
Yeah.
Neil Magny.
Colby Covington can be one. He can jump up to 175 too.
Covington, I don't know, man. I think I think he's better suited at 165. George Masvidal, I think he's better at 165. Actually, he's pretty big. I think he actually fights at one. No, he's fought at 155.
Cerrone too.
Cerrone,
Cerrone's
yep.
Just jump back and forth.
Leon Edwards, Cerrone would have 3 divisions he would potentially be able to fight in. And maybe be champion at 165. Maybe that's the key to his career. Because he's always had a tough time at 155 with weight. And then he's always had a tough time with size at 170.
Yeah. At 165, though.
Yeah, 165.
That'll be dope. I can see him being...
But that also opens up so much opportunities at 185 and 170.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't see that many jumps from 170 to 185 as you do from 155 to 170.
True.
I could be bullshitting.
Yeah, maybe we don't know that for real.
I probably have to look it up right in front of me.
Where'd you get this?
I don't know. The mic stand?
That's not bad. Save me some.
It's an alright mic stand. Yeah, so I wonder if the UFC does it. I doubt they do it. I doubt they add that division. But
it would be smart if they do it like you just said.
But you know what would 100% help?
What?
A fighters union.
Yeah, they have to do that.
If they had a fighters union, they could have just said, "Hey, UFC, the commission says 165 is open." And which it is.
Mm-hmm.
We want a 165-pound division. This and this is for the 165-pound championship, and the UFC has to be like, okay, cool. This is where we're gonna fight. This is the venue. This, and that. This is what they have to wear. And then they would be like, okay, well, cool. That's cool. But that's not how it works. And it's like the fighters are like, hey, this is for the 165-pound championship. And then UFC's like, ha ha, nope. We say when and where the fights are and what they're worth and what these titles are worth. And we'll just make interns up the wazoo. And hey, and check this one out, guys. Hey, everybody. DC's going to fight Brock Lesnar, right? And that's his last fight. So the light heavyweight championship. Let's make...
a tournament?
No, they're going to make Gustafsson versus
John Jones.
Yoel Romero.
For what division? For what?
205. And they're talking about putting it up for either the real championship.
What?
Or, hey, you know what? Let's throw an interim in there. Let's not make a real 165-pound championship that is needed, that the commission has already sanctioned as a real division.
Yeah.
That the fighters need, that they have some of the deepest talent in those divisions, and the jumps are ridiculous for these guys at those sizes. But let's go ahead and make these interim belts that don't make any sense. Hey, Chicago, we wanted to make it a good card, so we threw Covington and Dos Anjos as an interim title fight. Do you know how fucking bullshit that was? It was a good fight. Yeah. Well, not really. We had Covington just fucking wrestle fucking this guy against the cage, and Dos Santos not being able to get away. But they did that last minute because they had nothing else, and one of the fights had fallen through. Why not put a division where they have a lot of exciting fighters, where another guy that potentially can't capture one because of what we talked about, either weight issues, because because he's either he can't make the weight, or he's barely making the weight and dehydrating himself, or he's outsized by the talent up a division. It doesn't make sense on the UFC's part.
Who's John Jones gonna fight when he comes back, do you think?
I thought it was Gustafsson, and I thought it was going to be for the 205-pound championship.
Yeah.
I thought they were just gonna all out just be like, look, DC's not fighting anyone but John Jones, and then he's retiring, so this is for the vacant belt. We're stripping DC.
What would you think of, like, what I said a minute ago? A tournament for it. Wouldn't that be dope? A light heavyweight tournament?
With John Jones back, that's not happening. They're giving the king his title back. They're giving him his crown. We all know it.
What about he faced the winner of that heavyweight?
What do you mean? Of that tournament?
Of that tournament for the belt.
Do you think they wait? John Jones is back in...
right,
he's not back in October. That's
right?
it. Like, that. It's October 28th, he can fight.
Damn.
That pay-per-view. That's why everyone's shocked. They're like, why isn't he the main event for the Madison Square Garden fight?
He might be.
No. Well, look, Dana White said no. He could be. And they could be working something out right now, and they could announce it in a week or two.
Let me see the lightweight.
Gustafsson.
Gustafsson.
That's it. Right? I don't want to see anyone else. Who do you want to see?
That
division is garbage.
I
don't have to. That division is garbage. I can tell you right now, there's no one there. Mano was injured. He just got injured. Gustafsson not Gustafsson. Glover lost. OSP lost recently.
Volkan Ozdemir, he's fighting.
Volkan Ozdemir got beat by DC bad.
Yeah. How's he ranked 2 though?
Yeah, whooped.
Yeah.
The only people I want to see Jones fight at
is Gustafsson, because that was such a classic fight, man.
Is Gustafsson, which gave him a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Or DC, which lost already twice to him, but he's the champion right now.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Just him and DC.
To be honest, John Jones needs to move up to heavyweight. He needs to do what DC did, and I'm glad. Oh, dude, I'm so glad DC was able to do it first, because I'm a fan of DC.
Yeah.
And DC, he's like, you know what? I'm a heavyweight. I'm gonna go fight at heavyweight. Jones has always fought at 205, and never done it. Never went up.
And I don't know DC's why. Undefeated so far
at heavyweight. Yeah. I'm not sure why Jones hasn't moved up, to be honest.
He probably can do it. He's probably gonna be the champ.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But DC will overstate I did it first.
Yeah. He'll always be able to say he did it first.
The champ.
So yeah, I think Jones picks up the title at 205. They probably make that. They should. I don't know why they're not.
Maybe they're just waiting for the right call.
Yeah.
But do you think John Jones need a warm-up fight, though?
No. You think so?
He might.
Against Gus? Gus is good.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. They'll probably, maybe, I don't know. I was going to say John Jones potentially fights Brock Lesnar at some point, too, though, in the future.
Well,
if Lesnar
I don't think DC loses, but yeah. Remember, because John Jones called him out.
Yeah.
He said, get off the steroids, Brock. Let's fight. And then he tested positive for steroids. Maybe he was telling him that so he can get on more steroids. He's like, hey, get off. Yeah, to psych him out. He's like, hey, get off the steroids so I can do the ones you're not doing.
So there's more for me.
Yeah, so there's more for me.
Oh, man. That's good, though, man. There's a lot of potential in the future for them, man, for the UFC. And if they're...
Dude, right now it's ramping up. So with Jones coming back, the press conference, Conor coming back.
Them going to be on ESPN.
They're going to have, I hope, better production-wise. Like I was saying, not production because the UFC is going to handle that, but I meant like promotion-wise. I think the UFC can be promoted a lot better than it is. They only promote certain things. I guess they don't want to oversaturate it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with ESPN. They know what they're doing.
Damn, I'm such a fantasy fiend that I got an update on my phone right now that you can officially sign up and start doing basketball. Like getting ready for like creating leagues and stuff.
Let's take a break from fighting real quick.
Yeah.
How's football? I know the Bears are 2-1 and they're first in their division. They lost to Green Bay. They beat... I don't know.
They played.
They beat the Seahawks week 2.
The Seahawks week 2.
Why are the Seahawks garbage now or something? I haven't been watching in the last 3-4 years.
Well, they lost the Legion of Boom. Like that great defense got every year they would lose a piece or two from that team. But yeah, they haven't been as good as they have. They still have Russell Wilson, he's always a solid quarterback, but he's been doing all right now. But yeah, the Bears are first in the division because both the Vikings and the Packers have a tie on their record, and the Detroit Lions lost, so I think they're like 1-2.
Yeah.
So that's why the Bears are in the lead right now. And the Bears play the Buccaneers this coming weekend, and they've been actually doing good.
They got a potential of still keeping that first.
Yeah. But the Buccaneers have been doing good lately,
Fuck them. Fuck them stupid ass butt pirates.
The fucking Khalil Mack, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We're getting that defense back. Yeah. The Bears are getting back to what they know. Some defense. That motherfucker's been crazy.
Did you know about him before he went to the Bears?
No.
You should pull up his Oakland Raider highlights.
I'm gonna have to after this.
Yeah, we'll watch it together. Dude, he's a fucking monster. he's like Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher mixed together. He does so much on the defensive end, dude.
Well,
did you see the highlights from the first game that he played?
Yeah, we'd be 3-0. I was about to say we'd be 3-0 if it weren't for fucking.
So you've been watching the Bears games though.
I'm a football fan. I hate fantasy football.
Yeah.
The reason why is I like the Bears.
Yeah.
That's my team.
Yeah.
So when it was hard enough keeping up with teams' scores, so I know what place they were in the division. Not because I cared about them, just because I knew where they were, and I knew where my Bears were.
Yeah.
Now when I talk to people about it, it's like, oh yeah, I have these people from the Bears and these, and I'm like, well, I don't care about the other people you have. Like, I don't care about your team.
Yeah,
you're not an owner. You don't do anything for this shit.
It's fun though, man.
I know it's fun for you guys, but I don't care because I don't play it. So I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care that you have these guys from there and these guys, because the reason I don't do it is because I don't want to. I already keep up too much with MMA and wrestling.
Because
I can't do that.
You know, you'd get addicted to it though if you start doing
I'd have to. I have to choose one or the other. I can't do both. There's no way.
Oh, no, because I can't do it. That's why I haven't been watching wrestling.
Yeah, there's no way. You have to choose one. Like you have to choose stuff to do. You have to prioritize.
Yeah, exactly. But what you like the most though, man?
Yeah,
but at the same time, yeah.
And people went towards fantasy, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go towards UFC. It's already fantasy football because I have to keep up with individual fighters already.
Yeah.
So like that's already fantasy football within itself.
Yep. Yeah.
So
that is what it is,
I just lock the fight. I try to lock the fighters' names into my heads and their performances into my heads.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what fantasy football is. That's exactly what it is.
So
all fantasy sports.
Like
how I was just saying right now, I'm a fiend for dude. I do fantasy baseball, football, and basketball. That's all year long. One starts right after another. So it just makes it that much more fun, man.
And I didn't want to let fantasy football kill my.
You know what? It
liking
kill the
for
experience. It just makes all the games that much more better.
Yeah, I don't
watch.
Yeah, I didn't want to let it get in the way of me liking football. So I'm just gonna watch the Bears play.
Yeah, dude, and they're still doing their defense is
win or
nasty,
lose. I'm just gonna watch them play. That's it. I don't have to pay attention to anything else.
Yeah, but don't like how we still watched the Super Bowl last year. That was fun though. Even though the Bears weren't in it, you watched it because you are a football fan.
Yeah.
Just to begin with.
Yeah. I like football. I like the game of football, and
we watched the playoffs. Remember how we watched the fucking Minnesota Miracle? Remember we watched all the playoff games.
Yeah, it's just I can't get into the fantasy thing, and now everyone's into the fantasy thing. Even people that don't like football are into the fantasy aspect of it. I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, like you said, just your priorities and what you get to pick that you want to be more interested in. Like I try to do it. It's hard though, but that's why I haven't watched wrestling in forever. Just because.
To be honest, it's because of the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. You know, that whole taking a knee. If we're not going to support Colin Kaepernick, I'm not going to watch football. No, Chris,
no, not football. All the you.
No, I stopped way before. But I'm just going to watch the Bears. Yeah, especially now that they have Khalil Mack.
Yeah, he's fucking just killing, man. Just killing. Watch, I got to remember to tell you to watch the highlights of him. Dude, when he was with the Raiders, he's a fucking beast. But, yeah, football's been fun, man.
The Cubs are in first, right, for baseball? Their division?
I'm not too sure, but I know them and the Brewers just clinched playoff berth.
Okay.
So they're gonna be in the playoffs. I don't know exactly what standings or if one's gonna be in a wild card or the other's in the actual thing. You know what? You can probably you can pull it up right now since it's just updated. Go to ESPN.
How many games are left?
This is the last official week of regular baseball.
What?
Sunday's games are the last official games of the regular season. I already know because fucking fantasy baseball. Which I'm not doing bad, dude. I did 4 fantasy baseball leagues.
Damn, Red Sox waxing that ass in their division.
Yeah, dude, fucking nasty.
They're up 9.5 games in their division. Indians. Yeah. Well, the Indians have been good the past couple of years, right?
Dude, they're the Indians. You don't know this. I'm not rubbing in their face. Oh yeah, but know this: they're the first ever team in baseball history for 4 of their pitchers going like over a certain amount of strikeouts. Like I think each pitcher got like you can probably look it up, but they got like a crazy like each pitcher got like 200 strikeouts.
Dude, what's up with the Astros? They've been making it like every year.
Dude, nasty. Hell yeah, dude. They sucked for such a long time, and they had so many good people. in their farm systems, dude, within the years come up nasty guys.
Fuck.
What?
So the Cubs
are in first. And
yeah, but they tied with the Brewers for
home field advantage.
No, for the standing.
Standings. Type in playoff standings.
No, well they tied for first. They both tied for first.
Okay.
Wait, how many games are left though?
Dude, until Sunday.
Oh, okay. Then there's still games left.
Yeah.
They're tied for first then.
Yeah. So they're both gonna make it though, right? Or just the top team?
Well, let's see. NL East, the Braves have 89, 81. The Cubs have 91, 92. So yeah, if either one of them lose, they clinch the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
So the wild card is going to be either the Cubs or the Brewers, and whoever wins the division keeps the division.
Yeah, man. But like the teams you were just saying, I'll tell you all about. I know so much about every team right now. If you just want to throw it off, fucking tell you something.
No, not too much. What happened to the Sox? They're bad.
Yeah, man. But the good thing about it,
dude, they got rid of Sale like a couple years ago.
Yeah, but
they're fucking idiots.
Not really, but at the same time, they just needed to get rid of. They needed to have.
Well,
that
they don't have a
cell.
team, and they had a good pitcher that could have gotten the money.
Exactly, but they needed to have the fire cell, dude. They needed to get rid of everybody to get prospects and get better. Give them, I think 2 more years, dude, and they'll be good. They called up a lot of their young players this year. Mm-hmm. That Mitch Kopechek, that sucks. He was doing fucking good, dude. One of the guys that got in one of the trades, throwing heat, dude. He has to have Tommy John surgery. He's gonna be out for all of next season. But the Sox, dude, they got young prospects, dude, coming up. Yohan Mercado. They still got Abreu, who's a fucking just a home run.
How's Sammy Sosa doing?
Sammy Sosa getting lighter and lighter.
Skin tone hitting home runs. He's still banging out dingers. Why can't we go back to those days when I liked baseball and Mark McGwire?
It was the rivalry. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was the rivalry of St. Louis and the Cubs, dude.
Isn't that like...
That's classic.
One of the greatest rivalries in baseball, if not the greatest rivalry in baseball?
Oh, hell no. The greatest rivalry in baseball is New York and Boston.
Nah, fuck that rivalry.
No,
fuck
get
them.
the fuck out of here. People with fucking...
They both trash.
Death threats to you right now, man.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
How's that a rivalry? Boston didn't win for fucking... No, well, you got to erase that because they won recently. They broke the curse and then they fucking...
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of them a couple years after, too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Boston's doing good, right, with Sale?
Sale, they got David Price, dude. They got really good hitting. They got a lot of young players that got to come up. And I remember the David Ortiz days, Big Papi, in Boston. Just because he just, a year or two ago was when he stopped playing baseball.
I'm super ripped. Did we talk about MGK and Eminem?
Nope.
No, right?
Nope, no.
So, I know MGK is your favorite rapper.
My favorite rapper. Get the fuck out of here.
So you
I don't even know any of his songs.
I know you give artists a lot more of a chance than I do. I just kind of write them off if I don't like them right away.
For you guys?
Or for anybody, for like stuff that's coming out. Like Eminem, I stopped listening to a lot of Eminem. I know you've kept up with a lot more Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
As it's been coming out. What about MGK? Have you listened to any MGK coming up?
Nope.
So pretty much we're both against MGK.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I told you, I don't know any of his songs. I don't listen to them because I don't like them.
And
I haven't heard anything that's been like, damn, that's MGK. I gotta start listening to his shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
but it's a personal preference. But I just don't like it.
Is it a mistake by Eminem to acknowledge?
No, it's good for the game.
But a mistake.
Like Eminem said in his diss, I gave you a career in order to destroy it, yeah.
Because he literally did. Like, this has probably been the highest point of MGK's career.
Yep.
And it's given Eminem a reason to come back and sound like old Eminem. It's given him a reason to come back and rap, and it's given him a purpose in his raps, I believe. The reason I stepped away from Eminem is because he became less angry. He became something else, and it just became him rhyming. And yes, he could still rhyme, but it just became words to me that rhymed. It wasn't a story. It wasn't it wasn't a nice painting anymore. It was it was an
rhyming.
abstract painting that I didn't understand. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It's just something I couldn't understand, and I wasn't getting. So I just wasn't listening at the time. I just stepped away. I've never liked MGK. The only MGK I've ever liked, and I'll keep saying it, is when KO power bombed him off the fucking stage onto the table. That's the only MGK I ever liked.
Oh, when he was on Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's the only MGK I'll ever like. I'm not gonna lie, this rap, what was it? The Rap Devil is this?
Yeah.
That was an okay one, but that's because he had focus in that song and he was dissing. He was responding to an Eminem diss.
He had a list of things he knew what to say. Yeah.
And he had a whole catalog to work with, a whole thing of Eminem's worksheet to pick.
He had bullet points,
yeah,
man.
and if you go by that, then it's kind of a failure because he had so much to work with.
So much more to work with. So much more.
And I could be biased. I like Eminem's a lot more than I like MGK's, but like MGK was a lot more corny. I don't know, making fun of his age and his beard and
like we said, he could have picked so much more. Man, I bet you what I should do for the next episode, I should pick out better things he could have made fun of Eminem for. Like all the funny videos he used to do back in the day with Dr. Dre and stuff, and like dress up like different characters.
Yeah, my salsa shit.
Yeah, all that shit stuff. Yeah, I would have made fun of that, and you know it would have been a lot. But
so, do you fuck with Slaughterhouse?
Yeah, man, hell yeah, because I know so many of the rappers on there: Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye, Joe Budden,
Slaughterhouse 1,
Royce the 5'9"
is. Slaughterhouse 1 was formed off of a track that they did together, and then it was popular.
It's a better version of D12.
So what happened to Slaughterhouse 2? Why was it? So they brought.
I don't know exactly why.
They brought it up on Sway that once Eminem took over. Because Slaughterhouse 1 was done by themselves. Slaughterhouse 2 was Eminem took over because he said these guys needed a lot more notoriety. And he thought putting them under the shady label would get them more notoriety, and it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't.
It kind of failed, and Eminem received a lot of criticism. He addressed that criticism. You should watch that interview. I watched all 4 parts. Eminem gets he addresses a lot of stuff in there, like a lot of criticism that he's received from that Slaughterhouse shit. They asked him about the Drake diss, and if it was really a diss. Eminem says it wasn't a diss.
That wasn't a diss to Drake? Oh, okay.
Let's see, what else does he address? Addresses MGK beef. He addresses
what does he say about it?
The criticism about his albums, and it's warranted. You know, he says it's warranted, and he says he goes back and listens to it, and it's cringeworthy. Yeah, exactly. And he says it's cringeworthy. And then coming back, he's like, look. The reasons I came at MGK are a lot more petty than people think. He's like, people think I came at him because of Haley. He's like, no, I just don't like the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
he even said it, yeah.
Exactly. Like, I just don't like him, so. I respect that from Eminem.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, I'm
He's not making a gimmick like, oh, I don't like him, I'm going to kill him.
Dude, I was 12, 11 when I fucking first heard Eminem. 100% I'm going to be behind them, and I've never really been a fan of MGK.
I don't know none of his work, man.
And this reminds me of old Eminem. You know, some of it isn't like the best. It's not the best of his work.
No.
But it's a remnants of some old Eminem. It's maybe a revival of his old self. And people have said that a lot, but this Kamikaze and this whole kill shot are a little bit of old Eminem. And it's refreshing to hear. To me, at least. It's something in the rap in the rap community that I like hearing just because I don't fuck with a lot of the new shit. So
yeah, true. Makes sense.
Yeah, so I like that.
What'd you think about the whole beef? Or the tracks?
It's good for, like you said, it's good for rap. It's good for rap. Everyone was talking about it. Not just people that like rap. People that you're like, wait a minute, you listen to rap?
Oh, because Eminem?
Yeah. And it's like, Eminem brought back a lot of like old fans that don't necessarily listen to rap, but just listen to Eminem.
Yeah.
And now he was getting into a feud with MGK. Which was funny. Because nothing else... Well, who came back at him besides MGK? Joe Budden did a podcast about it.
But he didn't really say that.
No, he was just, like, calling him out. For calling him out. And not helping out Slaughterhouse. Yeah, I don't know who else came out at him.
Nobody had.
Tyler hasn't released anything.
Nobody should if you're smart. Why would you?
Earl Sweatshirt hasn't done anything towards him. They addressed that as well, and that's something I'm kind of bummed about.
What did he say about that?
Well, Eminem said he said it out of anger, and he's like, look, he's like, I went on tour with them, and he's like, they criticized my shit, and he's like, you know what, I chalked it up to them being young. He's like, I was young.
Yeah.
He's like, but then they kept doing it, and then they kept on coming at it. So he's like, I thought they deserved a tap with this kamikaze diss.
Okay.
He's like, they needed to be checked a little bit, just because, you know, I don't think. He's like, yeah, he's like, I think I did do it out of anger. Because Sway's like, I hope you guys can kind of figure out that beef. He's like, because Tyler's a
big fan.
Yeah, a big fan, a smart guy, and he's like, I think he could draw a lot of inspiration from you, and I think you could draw a lot from him, from his youth and his creativeness
the
as well.
wordplay, dude. How we were just listening to that track that I thought you had listened to.
Well, I brought it in right now. That's what I brought the show in.
The potato salad song. It's, dude, the fucking the lyrics are fucking.
And it's sad that they haven't done anything. I wish they would do something together. Yeah, like them and Odd Future. Any word on Odd Future? I don't know what the word is on Odd Future. I heard that they were at odds end. They don't really do anything, and I really haven't heard anything from them. Do you know anything about them?
No, not that they're coming out anything soon. No.
But are they together? Are they still?
I think so. I'm not too sure.
I thought. I don't know. I should ask Quadril. Or I should look it up myself if I really want to know. But I was kind of sad that I heard that they were like
breaking up.
That they were broken up, or they hadn't really done. They're not really doing anything anymore, and they're not going to continue forward. I was like, what? That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. Did you watch the UFC this past weekend?
No, because what were they fighting at?
In Brazil.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it.
You fucking hoe. That's trick.
I don't like Brazilian fights.
Thiago Santos took on Eric Anders. It was a good fight, but Eric Anders took it on in 5 weeks' notice. And Thiago Santos and him were beating the fuck out of each other, dude.
Okay.
Landing shots. Eric Anders was trying to land takedowns when he was getting hit. That was like, fuck, man, I'm getting hit. I need to land these takedowns. Late third round, Eric Anders goes for the takedown, and he starts getting elbowed like in the side of the head, and he kind of goes out, and the fight gets the round ends, and he's trying to stand up, but he can't like stand up, and he like flops to the floor, and he's getting carried away. Yeah, he was super tired, and with those elbows to the head, it looked really bad, but you know he's fine. Like it's nothing too crazy. But it looked really bad. Thiago Santos picks up the TKO victory, 3rd round.
Okay.
Early 3rd round. I think there was like 2 seconds left or something like that. In the 3rd round. Let's see. What was the co-main event? I'll just touch on the big fights on this one. Damn, Oliveira. Okay. Alex Oliveira, Brazilian Cowboy versus Carlo Pedersoli, or Pedersoli.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking Alex Oliveira kicked the shit out of him. I don't know who Carlo is. The guy was like 9 fights in. I don't know why they threw him against Brazilian Cowboy. Cowboy knocked the fuck out of him. Yeah, it was a bad matchup. I think they were throwing a lot of young Brazilians in there, but that was a tough choice because that was an old veteran Brazilian Cowboy. I don't know who that Carlo guy was. And then we had Sam Alvey versus Antonio Rogero Nogueira.
Sam Alvey
Lil
won?
Nug. No, Sam
Alvey. Okay.
Sam Alvey got knocked the fuck out, dude.
Good. Not good.
No, not good, dude. I like Sam Alvey. So he went in there fucking ready to box with
Lil Nog,
and Lil Nog was not having it. He's like, you want to box with me? Okay. And he put his boxing skills
to show.
Yeah, dude. And he pieced him up, lit him up, fucked him up.
Like a Chinese Christmas tree.
Dude, yeah. No, he fucked him up bad. Like it was pretty bad. Let's see. What else? What other fight? Barao, dude, he got his ass kicked by Andre Ewell. He looked good the first round, but then Ewell took over the second and third round, and eventually just
Renan Barao?
he beat Barao. Barao's fall from grace.
Yeah.
Fall from grace. Randa Marcos versus Mariana Rodriguez ended in a draw. Oliveira breaks the record. He has now, I think it's 12 submissions.
Damn.
Royce Gracie has 11.
Damn.
And Damian Maia and Nate Diaz are in tie for third with 9.
Damn.
Yeah. So Charles Oliveira, I think it was a rear naked choke,
Nice.
if I'm not mistaken.
He's been fighting for a while, too.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira knows how to use his jiu-jitsu. People want to complain about the level of talent he's faced,
Who
but
cares?
he can submit guys that know how to defend submissions.
Damn, he's got more than Gracie. Fuck.
And that's not shitting on Gracie. That's just
No, man, no.
that's just a fact.
That
He's
is what it
submitting
is.
people that train how to get out of these submissions. Gracie fought a lot of people that did not know what the fuck was going on, and he was fucking them up. Let's see. Francisco Trinaldo versus Evan Dunham. Evan Dunham and this guy were going at it pretty well. Evan Dunham overextended in a jab, and Trinaldo landed a devastating knee to the liver. And you can see
This guy, like,
Dunham go
squinch.
to, oh no, not even squinch, dude. He yelled. He was ah. He went to the floor yelling ah, like fucking rolling around. The fight was stopped. Like it was really, really bad. Like you can see his body shift in from the knee. Like he was like this, dude. And Trinaldo came in, like he was exposing his side. Like yeah, it was perfect. It was disgusting, dude. I'll show you this knee afterward.
Alright, fuck it. Khalil Mack and fucking this guy's. Leave it up so we can remember.
Luis Enrique versus Ryan Spawn. It was a good fight. Enrique Lewis got pieced up. Decision victory to Ryan Spawn from the Brazilian Contender Series. So he's new. This is his first fight in the UFC. Second fight
I don't know anything about
on
him.
TV. He was on the Fight Pass. I don't know a lot about him either. He was on the Contender Series. So he's one fight off of the Contender Series. So
Okay.
no one knew about him. He was off the regionals, off of Brazil.
And he won, damn.
Yeah, he won that, and then they threw him here, and he won here by decision. So keep an eye out for Ryan Spawn, or Span, however you pronounce it. Augusto Saki versus Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman got knocked out. He got fucked up in the round 3. Poor Sherman. Saunders, Mariah. I didn't see that one. Let's see what else. What else was left on here? I think that was it.
Ooh, Ben Saunders lost?
Yeah,
Fuck.
Ben Saunders lost, yeah.
Who'd he lose to?
Let's see. Sergio Moraes.
Damn.
And then Luvina Souza fucking armbarred the fuck out of Alex Chambers, kind of trapped her against the cage. Chamber had no way to roll out. She had no way to kind of prevent it. She was trapped against the cage, and nice submission by Souza. And that was, I think, UFC Fight Night. I don't know what fight night it was, but it was Santos versus Anders, Sao Paulo, Brazil. I think it was Fight Night 137, something like that. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about before we get out of here? Before I close off the show. What's up with the stupid-ass fucking football rule, Jamie?
Oh, the fucking, the tackling thing, man.
Yeah. What the hell's up with that?
They made a new rule that, like, when you tackle anybody, and especially the quarterback, that, like, you can't put all your weight in the hit.
What?
And lead, and like lead with your head and stuff. Well, obviously the lead in the head one's been out for a while.
Well, not even a while. That's the last 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, but the other one is like you can't, like, they don't want you to spear the fuck out of him and like land.
So
with
what are
them.
we playing now?
Fucking, you should look up the Clay Matthews ones, because that's the one that's been the craziest ones. Like, the first two were like, okay, we can see why you gave him a penalty.
But it's like the weight. Now you can't drop your weight on people?
Like, they're your body weight on them. Yeah.
So they're literally changing the way the defense has to play the game.
Not the defense, the tackling, basically.
Well, that's defense.
But I think it's just specifically for the quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Why, though? Why?
Because they don't want the quarterbacks to get, like, fucking laid the fuck
because
out.
they're the ones that get paid the most, and they're the ones
Yeah.
that make money.
That's the one that brings in the viewers and the money and the sponsors and everything.
Well, that's
man.
bullshit.
Fucking, what do you want me to do about it, man?
Not watch football?
Nah, fuck that. Then you can't watch your Bears then either.
I guess.
Fuck that. I'm watching football.
But what if they just keep changing the rules? How long before you stop watching football? Are you gonna watch flag football?
Hell no.
That's what it's gonna get to.
If it gets to that point, then I'm not watching it no more. The fucking reason why a lot of people like it is because of the hits, the tackling. Why does everybody love the football game, the video game fucking Blitz? Because they're fucking power bombing each other.
Why was
Obviously, you're not gonna be doing that in real life, but just the hits.
Why was everyone buying the highlights of the best hits of all time for the NFL? Because people want to see that. Why do people watch NASCAR? For the racing? Nah. They watch it for the fucking accidents. Yeah, I didn't really know about this rule. I just heard about it. I've been watching a lot of. I haven't been looking them up, but I've been seeing a lot of videos pop up of people making fun of that new rule and like making like parody videos, and they're fucking stupid. People stop. You guys fucking stop with these. They're not funny. These parody videos that they're making them with like their girlfriends, and they're like picking them up and laying them down.
Yeah, that was funny though. That first one was funny because that was the first one, but I'm pretty sure
everyone's doing it now.
Yeah, no, the first one was funny. That's it.
Yeah, they're bringing out like a mattress and stuff. And it's like,
no. But no, like how you said, they just need to stop. But the first one was funny, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's a copycat. It's a popularity contest.
I'm gonna add my twist on it.
It's a popularity contest on social media. Who gets more views and likes and shares? So yeah. But
you should like and share and view this video though.
This one, yes.
Yeah, this one, yes. Let's see. The Shield's on Raw. You haven't been really watching SmackDown, so we're really gonna touch on that, I guess. The Undertaker's taking on Triple H one last time.
And that big one, right? And the big pay-per-view?
In Australia, yeah.
Has Undertaker, since he lost his last match, right? Before he retired, quote unquote.
He lost to Roman Reigns and then came back. The one that we thought he was retired was the Roman Reigns one. And then he came back.
Who do you got for that one?
I think the Undertaker wins if it's the last one.
It has to.
He has to win if it's the last one.
Because Triple H is in there for a couple more matches in them, dude. It's Triple H.
Yeah. And then last news story. Victor Ortiz is charged of sexual assault. So he's fucked. And well so if he's fucking sexually assaulting people out there. I didn't read the story, but that's a story that's come out and it's been reported a couple times. His fight has been canceled. I forgot who's fighting next, but that's been canceled. So I want to thank you, Jamie the Jobber, for joining me in another episode of Full Heel Podcast. You got any final thoughts? Anything you want to tell these beautiful people, these fucking cocksuckers?
Stay black. Stay
black, because that's what's most important.
No, man. I can't think of anything off the top of the head.
All right.
I'm just excited for this Khabib Conor fight coming up, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a fight for a while that they should have done. I'm excited for it.
Well, it's happening. So please share, subscribe, rate, and review. Please share, subscribe, rate, and review. Share, subscribe, rate, and review. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for another episode of the Full Heel Podcast. FH.